Alright, hello all, welcome back to Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. I figured I do have several of these missions left to clear, and we could just knock them all out here. Now, this event is, as far as I understand, gonna be updated monthly, and we're gonna get, I suppose, 14 tickets for free on a Dokkan Fest banner every time. So that's pretty good. However, there are 3 missions in here, but the event does have more missions. I suppose this is how they're going to format it every time. Although I do find it kind of interesting. I'm not sure exactly. I suppose it's going to come in the form of new stages then, isn't it? I was trying to think about, like, how are they going to go about this? Because they have these missions here. I suppose these ones are going to be permanent missions. And the ones you like actually get the tickets from, that's supposed to be the limited monthly time thing. But obviously we have that Universe 6 mission there left to clear. And then over here in the events tab, we do have the sort of inevitable showdown extra missions. And there's a few here. So we do have clear within 5 turns, clear with an extreme of every type, and lastly, we have 6 AGL type characters on the team. So, quite a few missions. This event wasn't exactly hard, so these should be easy. It might take a little bit. But what I'm really excited about here is I did manage to, if you have not seen, my summons, I did manage to get me hit. As well as this guy. Now, I actually have not used either of these characters at all. Well, let me rephrase that. I used Hit in the defense stacking video for him, but I have not, besides that, actually gotten around to using him. So I am really interested to see in what we're going to, have him do for us here. I don't know, though. This team definitely Universe 6. I mean, we're going to get buffs here soon. It's like guaranteed practically. We do have on the 10th, my time. It's late on the 10th. There's going to be a reveal where I would have to imagine it's going to be Kefla, especially because these guys are going to easy a 99.999% chance, but they do tend to easy A the character alongside like a yellow coin LR they release alongside, if that makes any sense, or something to that effect. They like to put out new versions of characters and awaken the old version of the same character. So I mean the lineup isn't the strongest here. Universe 6 is probably never going to be the strongest, but this might be a pretty good team at least for a couple months here. So there's that. Now, I haven't link leveled him at all. I don't have any equips on him. I figured I'd use him. I'm a bit late to getting around to doing like actual dedicated showcases, I feel, but I would like to use him at least a few times, just like baseline here, before I, link level him and put some equips on him. Everything being said there, though, I'm really excited to get to using these guys. Let's jump in. I want to see what Magetta's going to be like. That's something I'm really curious to see here. I mean, he kind of looks like he's just going to be a bomb, like absolute worthless dog shit, but, you got to test characters to figure out for yourself.
If I were to come up with a stance that would bring out my full potential, it'd be this.
Okay, this is the friend one. Magetta's in slot 7, huh? Now, these guys probably don't link, right? Yeah. I mean, when we transform, he'll link. Oh, I haven't worked on this guy's links. I really liked him for a free-to-play character. That's actually kind of surprising. I figured I would have. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to work on that then. I gotta... Listen, not only did I want Hit, right? But I needed Hit. I haven't done it yet because I am planning on, I suppose we'll see. It very well could be like an absolute curveball. They don't typically do... Yo, can you dodge? They don't typically do, streams for just like a yellow coin LR, like a part 2 LR. Especially with how they handled part 1, they just shadow drop the info. Usually they do like a producer, a letter, or a video. For like Golden Week, they did nothing. They just dropped it like it was just a random ass monthly TUR, which was very, very odd. So they've been moving a little weird with communication this year. So I do find it interesting that we go from like no communication to now they're doing a reveal for a part 2 LR, like a proper video reveal. They did, however, say that there's going to be like info on we don't fully know yet, but it does sound like they're going to show us some form of an updated roadmap, as well as talk about a lot of the stuff coming to an update. Apparently, we're having a big update coming to the game very soon. I mean, they've been talking about it since like February, but we don't really know any details about it. So I'm really curious to see what exactly is going to be in there. Could be a lot of interesting stuff, but all that to say, I do think it's going to be Kefla, and obviously Kefla is a Super Boss's buff, and I still need to beat that Super Boss's mission. I think Kefla in general is cool. You know, I definitely, she is, I mean, we're 10 years in. Not that, of course, I mean, Dragon Ball Super started airing. Oh, now I don't have the timeline fully correct, I don't think, off the top of my head, but I do know that, I mean, the game is called Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. Z. Important, it's a Z. Dokkan battle, not Dragon Ball Super or whatever, it's Dragon Ball Z. And the reason that is because the game actually did start, like, I believe it was a little bit before Super started, or it's like right as it was starting. I think it might have been like 6 months or something. I was not playing that early into the game, or at least playing enough to care. I think I had it at one point. There was like a new Golden Frieza when those SSRs like from Namek or something. I remember playing for like a day or something, and I like deleted the game. I mean, it was pretty bad back then. I started an account various times before I finally actually stuck with the game, but I mean, even if it's not exactly like 10 years since Kefla's been, you know, debuted, but the game is 10 years old. We don't have a Kefla LR. She definitely deserves one. I need Super Boss's buff. I would not complain about like a Pure Saiyan, you know, Fuse Fighter, whatever character buff. She definitely, she's one of the characters that have been needing one. I mean, I suppose they could still give us like Kabe or like a tag hit in God Goku, which would be pretty cool. But I don't know. I really want to see Kefla. Okay, real quick. So there's 125,000. What? So I mean, he does have the guard, the damage reduction. This guy does not look. He does not look all that crazy. I mean, I suppose he'll support my next rotation. I can do something like this. Might work pretty well. I mean, let's try it. Listen, I figure I might as well try him. I don't know if I'm gonna use him outside of this, but both him and Piccolo just look completely awful to me based off the details. I don't know. I am also obviously not really a fan of Blue Kaioken Goku, the new one. I do think the Super EZA is good, but it's like, it's from what I've used of him. I actually haven't used him that much either, to be honest, but from what I've used of him, I do think he's pretty good, but it is sort of, I don't know, it is weird because you practically have to be killing yourself to make proper use out of him, which just, I don't like that sort of playstyle. So I don't know. I do think he's better than the new Dokkan Fest. Maybe that's just me though. But I don't know. They've not been. I think Hit and God Goku, they looked on paper like they could be strong. I should sort of mention here for the Extreme Class mission. I do have that team already set up. I am going to be rocking them in that, so that should be pretty fun. That'll be my first time using them as well. And they just came out like yesterday or something. So we'll see how they do, but mine are 55%, so I'm not too sure exactly what to expect. Okay, we do have the ability to transform now, and with Hit, it's like there's no reason to not transform, so let's get this done.
A worthy rival is what inspires evolution in a warrior's talents. Now keep on improving.
Okay, yeah, now these guys are linking, which is pretty good. Oh, right, he gets the, does he not have that in base? I didn't notice it. Yeah, it's only when transformed. He has the scout arming. You're never gonna really see it. When you're actually playing the game. Well, I suppose I shouldn't say never. I mean, it does depend on how good, like, the Part 2 LR is, which is presumably going to be Universe 6. I mean, he does get the Scouter, which is pretty nice. Okay, and then how many links do we have? 5 out of 7. Pretty good. We should be doing pretty well from this point on. Oh no! Fuck. I thought that would have been 6. Oh, that's... Oh, I should have counted. I just clicked. Oh, god damn it. I mean, she should be fine, but that's very unfortunate. Now, this is... There is a mission to beat this in 5 turns. How are you supposed to do that? Can you run nucleates? The only thing I can think of is like reducing defense through items and then running nucleates. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll have to figure that out as we, progress through here. I mean, there is also the extreme sort of mission, as well as the AGL. So we'll do those, and then we'll figure out how to do the sort of 5-turn mission at the end, I figure. Yeah, interesting. You're gonna have to use items, surely. There's no way. I mean, it's not like our overall team is really strong, of course. It's just like the hits, but even still, I feel like there's just no way. And I don't know if you can run nucleads. If you can, running like a setup for like Buhan. Oh, yo, Hit, my guy, you motherfucker. Why? No, you. Oh, god damn it. Of course, he has to get hit by that immediately. Oh, that's really not good. I mean, we're alive, but that's okay. That's pretty rough for us. Wait, doesn't actually Vados, doesn't she have a heal? I think Vados might have a heal, so we might not be that much in trouble here, but that's definitely not good to have. Yeah, I don't like it. We're not doing enough damage. I mean, once again, it's really just the hits that are like extraordinary for that, but even still, I mean, my first clear, I think it was, obviously I did the tournament participant mission, and that was, even running like a full tournament participant team, and that was not. I mean, it was more so Universe Survival Saga. I had, the UIs and Blue Evolution Vegetas and things like Jiren in there, and so I had a really good setup for it, and it still took me much more than 5 turns. I can use the active here.
Trying to give us advance so much you can't keep up anymore.
And of course, you know, the Ghost Usher are very nice. I never, when I was initially breaking them down, I do this every time there's a Ghost Usher character. It's delays a single targeted enemy's attack for 1 turn. I feel like I should say enemies attacks or enemy attacks. Like, I don't know, it always messes me up, the wording there. I don't actually fully realize it's a Ghost Usher until, you know, like the character's like coming out and other people use them and someone says it. I'm like, wait, what? Which, you know, it is what it is. I feel like that's not entirely my fault though. I know I do it quite often and I should probably try and memorize the exact wording, but I mean, it says it delays a single targeted enemy's attack. Like, it doesn't. I feel like it's not entirely my fault. I feel like they should word that better. Because the effect is very powerful. And, like, I already thought Hit was #1, like, TOR, like, breaking them down. But, you know, coming from that to, like, oh, hey, it's not an attack break. It's a fucking Ghost Usher. It's like, holy shit. They just gave him everything. He's really crazy. I have a lot of fun with him. Well, not that I've used him exactly outside of this, but the to do that defense stacking video, that took forever to be able to pull off. It was that was one of the longer ones it took me to record, like, ever. Genuinely, it was several modern characters that do like 3, 4, or 5 supers a turn. Like, it took a bit. Especially because good animations, like, oh. It didn't do too much damage, so I think I'm actually going to hold that. And maybe we'll start taking advantage of Kefla. I'll use her active.
You're tough. Man, you're tough. But I'm tougher. I'm gonna blow way past you. Just you wait and see.
Alright, Kefla. We'll wait and see. Damn, that's interesting. This is actually taking a bit here. I didn't think it'd take us this long. I mean, to be fair, I think the extreme, at least, will go very quickly. But I do... This is probably going to be really long, huh? I don't know, I was planning for this to be, like, all one thing, and I'm probably still going to do it, but this is end up going to be a long video because of that. Because, I mean, we still have 2 missions separate from this, and then we have to figure out the, you know, the 5-turn one, so... I mean, that's definitely more of a gimmicky one, but still. I'm not... See, the thing that really concerns me there is they do tend to restrict nuking leads for a lot of modern events. So I feel like that's going to be pretty tough to pull off. But I suppose we'll see. Maybe there's just like some really good combo I'm not thinking of. Or at the very least, we'll have to use items. There's no way around it, I don't think. We're just now getting this guy down to 4 health bars in turn 7. Now, to be fair, I do think by, like, turn 9, at the very least turn 10, you know, we'll have him dead. But, I mean, that's practically double the amount of turns, so... I mean, if we're finishing, like, turn 6 and maybe turn 7, then, you know, it makes a bit more sense to... Oh, we could probably just do it without items, but... I don't know, it's definitely going to be a bit tougher to do, I think. Okay. This should be pretty good. Yeah, Hit is crazy. He's a lot of fun. Doing that defense stacking, like, I was so bewildered by the end. I thought he'd be on par, you know, like on the level of like, you know, Bardock and Vegito. No, he is the level. he sets the bar. I broke 1 billion defense with hits. 1 billion with hits. My second highest currently is Bardock. I think I got him up to like 492 mil. Although, when I did tech Vegito, who isn't that far behind Bardock, Gogeta wasn't out yet, so obviously I don't know about the insane active, so it wasn't present. So, if I were to redo tech Vegito, especially since I do have like Tech UI domain now, he would end up looking better. But, you know, I do have to... I don't know, I'd much rather at least... I suppose I could, you know, see what people think with like a poll or something, but... I don't know, to me it makes a lot more sense to do newer characters than to redo older characters, even if they've gotten significant buffs. I do think they're the one sort of exception, well, I suppose few exceptions there, is I really do want to I suppose I could use the active here. We might actually kill this turn. We might be able to get the Dokkan attack. I suppose the sort of exception there, wait.
My times give us advanced so much you can't keep up anymore.
That animation is a bit weirdly played out. I have a couple like that, but him talking like after the sort of thing there. But my train of thought. Oh right. Characters like Tech Ultimate Gohan or like AGO Broly. Right, those are the first couple of characters I ever did. I missed 2 of those.
Gonna go all out.
And for those, I wasn't fully familiarized. I don't know exactly the term I want to use there, but I wasn't. I mean, because I just did AGL Broly as like a one-off thing. It wasn't like planned to be like, oh yeah, you know, every fucking week I'm gonna do a new character, right? No, it was just like, oh yeah, here's a new anniversary character, and you know, I had just started doing content for Dokkan at least. I mean, content in general, but Dokkan specifically, not too long before anniversary. And I was just like, oh yeah, I feel like this is pretty fun. I've always liked stacking characters. I don't know, just the build-up playstyle is so fun for me. And I did it, and people seem to really vibe with it. I really like doing it. I was like, okay, I suppose I could just keep doing these. I mean, they do take a while to do, so I do try to just do like once a week. But you know, like him and like Tech Ultimate Gohan, I think even like Blue Kaioken Goku maybe. I don't know. That one was annoying as hell to record though. He sucks defensively. But those characters, when I first did them, I didn't have the sort of routines figured out. I didn't get as deep as I do usually nowadays. I don't remember like the link setups I had. Obviously we have new leader skills that are better now. You know, we have the active skills, we have the domains, and also I did not use items for those first couple, so I am really intrigued to get back to those at some point, but characters I've done more modernly, I feel like they can wait a while. I don't know. I'd much rather see like I realize I still haven't done full power Frieza stack attack like the Easy Aid one. I did him pre Easy Aid, but I haven't done a post Easy Aid yet, which is crazy. But I mean, I didn't get around to it, so I got to do that. But there we go. That is the sort of Universe 6 clear here. Collect these. A nice 3 stones. Now, we do have a bunch of these other missions to do. So you can't actually use support items. And... what? Well, did I... oh, wait, what was that? Did that say tournament participant in Universe 6 do more damage? No, it's admissions required. I saw tournament participant in Universe 6. I was like, what? No, they don't. Okay. God damn it. Yeah, did I read the mission wrong? Maybe I've just been yapping about this mission and I just read it wrong. There's no way, right? Within 5 turns. How the hell are you supposed to do that? I might try and do this now, actually, first. I'm really intrigued about this. How would you do this? I think I might actually cut away and try and figure out a team here. I think what I'll do is try and take advantage of a bunch of, like, you know, lowering defense sort of characters. But I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just go like full, like 10th anniversary. You know, get the Vegetos, the Gogetas, and everything. Like, I'll be right back. Let me figure this out. Alright, so we are back here. I think this team might be able to do it. I'm not confident, but I think we have a chance at least. This will actually be my first time using Diamond Goku since I got him. I have not even rolled like or farmed links. I did, you know, obviously put the dupe and such in him, but I haven't done anything else. So pretty excited to test him out. I think his attack support could be very good here, but I suppose we'll see what happens. I'm not 100% confident that this will work, but I figure, you know, the Gogeta active is our best shot, so we'll see.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. Now, where is Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Is my question.
Sorry for the wait, Kakarot. Ready when you are, Vegeta.
He's in slots. Of course he's in slot 7. Okay, well, this is pretty rough. I need to... Damn it, let me try this. Obviously my main priority has to be the Super Saiyan Force. Yeah, no, the orbs were not the best here. There was not too much I could do there. Oh, we might just be dead, actually. Oh, yeah, we're fucked. Okay. Alright, well, we jumped back in. That was an awful opening rotation. Like, I suppose I could have put Super Saiyan Force in slot 1, but
Let's do this.
I don't know. Okay, now this looks pretty good.
It's about time I got a chance to fight.
It's pretty obvious you're not going to defeat him by yourself.
This might work.
Okay. Well, okay. Did we really have to get that rotation again over there? That's annoying. Well, it is what it is, I suppose. Let's see if we can't make this work. I feel like we do have at least better odds, obviously, here now, but I'm not sure how much better. I mean, if Goku gets a really good turn, the support he can give is pretty helpful. So I feel like that might be how we beat this, but I don't know. See, the thing that really stands out to me is we're not going to be able to take advantage of Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You know, his sort of giant ape does make sure it, like, the turn doesn't carry over, which could be very helpful. But obviously we're not going to get to take advantage of that, so we'll see how this goes. I mean, they're doing like half a health bar on their own, as well as getting all the debuffs in. Like, Goku hasn't even attacked at all. The next rotation is going to be hitting pretty hard from his support, so that is very nice. You know what? Actually, they don't actually lower, do they? Now that I think about it, it's his effect. He loses 1% per, up to 15%, right? I might have messed that up. Yeah. Well, Goku, if he only wants to get one super, then you know that does change things. We could have at least gotten 2, brother. That's very unfortunate. We don't have nearly as much as I thought we were going to now. You want to fail the great chance too? Come on, man. All of my characters are bumming out right now. Can we not do that, guys? Can we not bum out? Okay, at least they got the hidden potential. That's pretty good. I suppose. That's... I don't know. This is definitely gonna be rough. I need the links. The damage. The damage is very much needed. Okay, I'll just do this. Be a little conservative there. That way I can make sure to get the full orbs that this one needs. This should work out pretty well. Ow. That's nuts. Well, I suppose we're getting Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That's good. Although, obviously not on the correct rotation, but... I mean, his support will still help. I don't know, though. Within my turn 5? This is going to be pretty rough. I don't know if we can. It's definitely going to be dependent on the Gogeta active. There's no way. Should I should float off Goku then. And take full advantage. Man, I should have probably kept Vegito on that rotation, actually. That might have been a misplay. Vegito and Gogeta together would do some stuff, obviously, but... Yeah, I might have messed up. I probably should have kept Vegito on rotation. We might have to retry this. Which I suppose is fine, but... Now, we're not doing that much. It's definitely going to be like, you know, once we get the fusions out, that's... You know, we're going to do a lot of damage that turn, but the issue is, you know, when we get the fusions out, right? I mean, we can get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta out his next appearance, but, you know, also only one turn of stacking isn't preferable, so... Yeah, I don't know. This is not looking too good. Very interesting. Well, at least we can buy ourselves a turn here. Now, he should be able to do a decent bit of damage, but not like... You know, obviously this alone is not going to carry us to the dub. We're still going to have to... It's still going to be very close if we do win. 100%. I don't know that we can. I just... we're... I don't know. Only 2 health bars down. We're on turn 3. It's looking pretty rough. But See, like, you can't use items, you can't use nukers. Like, what is the play? I genuinely might have to look into how other people are doing this. I just can't think of... Unless it's literally as simple as getting Tech Vegito next to Gogeta. Okay. Our orbs are not too good here. Would he be better than Super Saiyan 4 Goku? I don't know. I mean, that buff is pretty much built up. I mean, he might be able to be better. I don't know. Fuck. What should I do? I need that additional is the issue. But I'm just going for it. This might be a bad play, but I'm just going for it. Oh, let's see what happens. Yeah, I could not get the full. I was at 19 key. I needed one more key for these guys, but obviously I could not get it. I feel like maybe the thing is here, like running like an extreme class team. The issue there is currently there are not the most just like full-on extreme class teams, right? Maybe like a Boo team or something. You know, you got like Kid Boo, Buhan, something like that. But I don't know. It really sucks that like you can't use items. So I didn't even pay attention. Can I use support memories? If I can use support memories, maybe that would be the way. But I'm not sure that I can. Yeah, only 3 health bars. I feel like there's just no way.
This energy. Could it be Vegeta? Yes! I knew it with you! Kakarot! Vegeta! Mind your own business, Kakarot! Yeah, I get it. I've never faced someone this strong before. I'm excited!
Okay. Now, obviously we need to go into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. However, I feel like we also should use both of these actives. It's not like we're, you know, have another turn to take advantage of them, so might as well use them now. And then I'll switch back into the other forms.
Some things are more important than victory. These just aren't right for us.
Well said, Kakarot. Spoken like a true Saiyan.
Okay, actually, before I use the Gogeta, or the Goku one, let me go into Gogeta and see if I can't potentially get a counter off.
Let's fuse, Kakarot.
You're the last person I expected to suggest fusing. This is going to be special. I can feel it. Fusion! I'm neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the one who will destroy you!
Okay. Yeah, I could. Alright, I'm not gonna do it then. The counter is obviously more important. If we get it. We'll have to see. One's up there. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to beat it. I really struggle to see how we're gonna overcome the amount of HP that's left. But maybe I get proven wrong. I mean, doing a 31 mil is definitely helpful, but I just feel like we don't have the stats. Like, Goku's gonna need one hell of a crazy turn. But the issue is, my Gogeta and Vegeta characters are 55%, right? And he dodges! No, you bastard! Oh, that's so annoying. Of course he would. Well, I'm doing nearly 30 mil first attack. Okay. Of course you failed the great chance. Because why the fuck not, man? Twice in the... Oh, God. I swear to God, that is not a great chance for me. And you dodge the game. Okay, buddy. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, man. That's so rigged. And you failed a great chance, too! 2 failed great chances. 2 supers getting dodged. Come on, man. It was already, like, doomed. Why you gotta go and do me like that? You motherfucker. Well, here goes nothing. We have a lot of actives, so maybe there's a chance.
Let's do this, Vegeta! This is a power greater than that of a Super Saiyan God!
I'm going to have fun destroying you.
Okay, now what exactly... Which means he's under 50%, right? Yeah. So we can't get the attacking buff. What exactly does this guy's active do? Okay. Let me go into Gogeta real quick. Okay. Now, I think what I should do is this. And the reason for that is simply... I haven't been having good luck with his additional anyway. And he's going to lose the 100% attack. However, he is going to have the 41% to these two. Which could make or break the run here, so I think I'm gonna format it like this. But first, obviously, I need to do this.
This is the greatest fusion of all! I'm gonna send you back to hell!
Okay, a little bit of damage, not too much.
What I ain't holding back either!
Okay, he did a decent bit. And then finally, the gods.
Now it's my turn.
Oh my god, wait, I think we might actually... This is crazy. I think we're actually gonna do it. I'm starting to believe. No, 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 no! Oh fuck, I gotta cut away. We'll be right back. I need the 7 orbs, there's no way. I'm just gonna play all the actives, too. That we don't need to sit through everything again. I'll be right back. Yeah, I sort of realized, I don't think there's a way that I can have Daima slot 1, and also, get them their orbs, so I'm just not gonna do that, but I think we should be fine, to be fair. We went through a lot of his health very fast. I mean, we only have 2.5, essentially, health bars left. With the Gogeta active, like, I think we should be in business. I suppose we could lose, which would really suck, but I think we should be fine. I mean, Daima at the end there does have his full build-up, I think. And he does have, like, his slot 2-3 sort of ability. So he could serve pretty well to clean up. If the gods don't kill. I think the gods will kill, honestly. We did a lot of damage very fast. I mean, that is a bit of how the current meta goes. It's like, just the boss eats everything until you use your actives, and then the boss is just dead. It's like, the fights, for the most part, are as hard as you make them. Which is kind of funny. It does feel very Dragon Ball-esque in that sense. You know, just like, messing around and like, oh yeah, well, I suppose I'll take this series. Wait, you fucking dodged my 18 key? You bitch! No way. Normal. Okay, I mean, we win, but come on, bro. That is so troll. Oh, he's still alive, just barely. Daima does get the finish after all. 19.4 mil. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, that is with the Goku, to be fair. Okay, well, that's another mission done. God damn. This is taking, quite a while. This is easily gonna be an hour and a half video, some shit like that. But I suppose it is what it is. I do want to, obviously clear all these missions. I mean, they do give you the, you get an extra 3 stones for clearing every one of the, well, not 3 stones per mission, but 4, each mission you're getting 1 stone, and they also give the pink, like, link skill level orb. So, I mean, the rewards are pretty good. Definitely want to finish them all. We'll actually cut away here real quick again. We'll be right back, and then we'll... I suppose we'll do the Extreme class first. And then we'll finish off with the AGL. So yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, so we are back. We do have our Extreme team set up. This actually looks like a pretty good team, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might try running this, or something to this effect at least. I didn't even think about this one getting hit, but genuinely something like this looks pretty fun. Maybe swapping out Hidden God Goku for another Big Bad Boss character or something. But yeah, overall, this is probably, like, I wanted Daima Vegeta. I'm a big Vegeta fan, and him finally getting sorta canon Super Saiyan 3. I don't know, Daima's definitely weird. With timeline stuff. I mean, it does contradict some stuff, but, like, it's also I don't know. I've heard it's canon. I've also heard it's not canon. Either way, you know, getting a sort of modern, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is definitely pretty cool. But I mean, besides like the anniversary LRs, I think I definitely wanted to hit the most so far this year. I just overall I really needed him, and being able to run something like this is definitely gonna be a lot of fun. I think this should probably be pretty quick, but let's see. We do obviously still have the that's 821,000 HP. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we do obviously still have the AGL mission, so we'll get to that last. But I figured we go ahead and do this now. Now I actually, believe it or not, I've not even used this guy that much yet. I've used him a couple of times. I'm not saying like, oh, I haven't touched him. But definitely not as much as I would have thought I would have. Same really applies to the Goku as well. I don't know. I've been doing less of showcases recently, which I would like to get back to get like formal sort of showcase. I've done less of those recently. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff this year, and I have been trying to just catch up on the stuff that I haven't done yet. That is my sort of main focus, which, you know, when they're dropping a lot of missions. I mean, probably some people don't think it's a lot of missions, but when I'm still behind on all the battle hard formidable foe and such, I definitely still have a lot of content, at least on my account, making clear. And then they're releasing new stuff, and I don't want to get behind on the new stuff, so I do that. And it has taken away from being able to actually try out characters as they're releasing properly, which is unfortunate. So I haven't gotten to use this guy that much. Haven't used the Goku Gohan character that much. But from what I have used of them, I just vaguely am pretty satisfied with them. I don't really have anything to say either way. I don't know. I know a lot of people aren't as high up on the Goku Gohan character, but I feel like, you know, they did a pretty decent job, all things considered. I mean, they were faithful to the design, while also making them pretty strong. So you can't. They're not like mind blowing, but they're also not like I don't know. I see some people talk about them like they're fucking or bad or something. I was like, what? What are you talking about? I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority of thinking they're good. Okay, now these guys. This is actually my first time using them. I mean, mine are 55%. I don't know what to think about these guys. I definitely I'm gonna have to see. I think like stat wise they do get pretty strong, but they're just like horrifically designed. I hate this. This is horrible. This should be slot 1 and 2. This should be slot 2 and 3. Like this, and only being able to build like you have to run them in slot 3 again to get the full build up. Like it's just horrible. There's a lot of bad decisions when it's come to that character. I don't understand what they were thinking. Which, you know, I guess they were faithful to the original design. I suppose the original design wasn't the strongest, but like, I don't know. They definitely could have done a better job, I think. Yo! Damn, Kid Buu! Kid Buu! Mr. 70% damage? Come on, man. 70% damage reduction just got slaughtered. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Okay. I mean, this looks pretty good. Of course, they're slot 7 now, though, so... I mean, that is the issue with them, right? I mean, you have to float them their first turn. So, the first time we're going to see them is going to be turn 3, right? And then the next time I can see them again, it can be turn 6. And here's the funny thing. Even if I get, you know, 4 attacks, even the max I can, they're not fully built up until they get 5. Which, you know, means I have to run them in slot 3 again. So, you know, the earliest you can actually see them, you know, at their full potential, in the scenario I'm in right now, is turn 9. Like, I have to run them slot 3 until turn 9. Like, it just... well... I guess until turn 6, but you know, the first turn I can move them into any slot is turn 9, if that makes any sense. I don't know. They definitely like. Would it have hurt to give them like a, like something like Janemba has, where he has the additional for 1 turn, just to like try to help him get his full build up? Like I don't see the reasoning behind them having to be forced to be ran in slot 3 twice for the full build up. Like it's definitely very unfortunate, but what are you gonna do about it? I don't know. I would have definitely preferred they did not do that. I mean, it's such a like raw moment. I really like that moment, the Tournament of Power. To be fair, the Tournament of Power has a lot of stuff like that, where it's just there's definitely a lot of lows in the Tournament of Power. I don't think I'm nearly as harsh, I suppose, on it as a lot of other people are, but certainly there are definitely a lot of low moments in the Tournament of Power. They definitely could have done some stuff better. But you wanna dodge, buddy, please? Dodge. Okay. Whew. That was a little scary. That was definitely one of the better moments, though. I mean, regardless of how you feel about it, that was definitely pretty fun. And which did suck because I did not get them until they aged out. I feel like I didn't get them actually until, relatively speaking, recently. I feel like it might have been in the last year or so, but I can't exactly remember. All I know for sure is by the time I did pull them, they were aged out. Which, having them for their EZA in time is good, but I mean, they're still only 55%. And they're definitely more of a stat stick character. So that doesn't... it's not the best, but I'll try and make do with what I can, I would really like, if they do, like, a tag God Goku and hit, that'd be really cool. I think Kefla deserves it more, in the sense that we just got Tag Mechanic of this year. Like, there are going to be plenty of opportunities that they could do something like that later on. Where, I mean, I feel like we don't have a more perfect time to release Kefla than right now. And I mean, she's been able to get an LR as just Kefla for years and hasn't gotten them. So I definitely like Kefla by far, my pick. I suppose Kaba would be decent too, but I don't know. I feel like the memes would be... I mean, it'd be funny. Imagine they do a reveal video for LR Kaba. And all the memes getting Kaba before getting, Kid Buu. Before Kid Buu, like, that'd be pretty funny. But I'd like them to stick away from the meme. And just give us what we want. This is unfortunate. I'm definitely not running him in slot 1. I gotta do this, yeah. God damn it. Okay. I really hate that they have to be ran in slot 3. It's fucking annoying. They definitely... I don't know what they were thinking there. Like, I mean, I suppose it's fine if you want them to be run slot 3. But... it should be like... So, like, they should be better defensively, like slot 1. I mean, the perfect sort of design would have been like, like Damagoku or Janemba, right? Where they have an ability in slot 1 and 2, then they have an ability in slot 2 and 3. So in slot 2 you have all the abilities, but in slot 1 or slot 3, you could sort of choose, if you want the character to be more offensive or more defensive. I feel like that's what they should have done with them, but obviously they didn't. I think they're good, but their design I do think is kind of horrible, which is very unfortunate, but what it is what it is. Like, I can't... Omatsu, you gotta fix it right now. Like, it, they don't really buff characters once they come out. I mean, to be fair, that's just generally both games. I mean, Legends has had a few times, like Goku and Frieza, and I think I'm not too heavy on Legends these days. I did actually pick it up a little bit again recently, but that Diamond meta is something else, I tell you. But I will say I did see that like the new like Tambourine and Demon King Piccolo are getting some buffs. They don't tend to really buff characters post-release. I don't know if Dokkan has ever like buffed a character post-release. I mean, there's been a few rare scenarios where they've buffed them post-announcement, but not post-release. So they just, and also those few times were like in the past, like forever ago. So I've essentially given up on like if a character comes out and I don't like them, or like the announcement comes out I don't like them. It's like sucks. Annoying, like every character should be good, but what am I gonna do about it? It's I don't know. I definitely would like if they did not put. Can we please dodge, you fucker? I definitely like if it wasn't a scenario where I just like give up on characters receiving buffs if they're badly designed, but I've been around long enough to know that's how it is. I mean, I feel like any hope for me of like characters actually getting like changed in like a significant fashion post like reveal happened with like with 2023 Zamasu, a few Zamasu. Like the amount of honestly like bitching, moaning, complaining we as a community banded together to do. I think I might have even sent them an email. I don't remember. Of course, I kept it respectful, but I think it's been forever. I think I sent them an email though, where they released Corrupted Zamasu, and it is Corrupted Zamasu in the same like he has the exact same name as just normal Fused Zamasu, which screwed over the one that came out a year prior, which he wasn't like good still, but he still could have been runnable. And the team did definitely need some more options on release. And it's like, that Fused Zamasu, when he came out as the Part 2 LR for Tanabata, he never had a place. Like, he never had a home. Like, a real home. And that could have been the opportunity, and they just, like, pissed it away, and, you know, it was like the entire celebration. And they were reading our complaints, because, we see, like, Sleepy Beerus, Pajama Beerus, whatever he's called. He does have changes. You know, like he's called like Pajamas Beerus instead of just Beerus. So we do see that they did incorporate the feedback through something like that. But also like they were like responding to the emails. I mean, eventually they did just practically, you know, tell us to suck it up. I mean, they didn't like say just straight up suck it up, but more or less, they're like, yeah, he's not getting changed. And then, I don't know, just to see the entire community band together like that shit was like trending on Twitter like several times. Like, it was the entire community banded together, and they just did not give a fuck. I feel like that killed a lot of like drive from any 32 mil. Okay, I see you, Self. I feel like that just killed like a lot of drive that a lot of people had of ever trying to hope for another change. Like I said, it did for me at least. So, you know, seeing something like I'll dog on the character, but it, you know, when I see them come out, I'll complain that the design is shit, but I'm not gonna go in the mention and be like, hey, you know, slot 3, having to force them to slot 3, you have to put them there twice. Like, you can't get all of your build up in one turn. That's really stupid. And I feel like that's not even the issue, to be fair. It's not that you can't get all of your build up in one turn. I'm fine with not being able to get all the build up in one turn. It's the fact that you can get all but one single build up. Like, it just feels like kind of a slap on the face design is the issue, I think. Okay, I mean, we're doing pretty good here. I feel like what I want to do is this. They have a lot of links. We could see a pretty crazy turn, maybe. We'll use both the actives.
time skip has advanced so much you can't keep up anymore.
Okay, now Kid Buu. Okay, we should be able to do quite a bit of damage here, but I suppose we shall see. I want to see it hit in God Goku be really crazy. Also, they do have an active where they do get the permanent 13% active skill phase attack and defense, which is just essentially it's from what they would be, to like overall, just a 13% buff across the board, like overall. So I mean, it's definitely getting them in separate phases. Like buffs can be really insane, even though 13% doesn't sound like a big number. I mean, because it's its own phase, it definitely is. But you know, obviously we can't use it yet, so that sucks. It's like HP gated and super attack gated, which is pretty stupid. But I don't know. They don't, for whatever reason, change active skill conditions on EZA. Like, I mean, AGL Gohan will never forget that. Like, I mean, at least when he came, because EZA came out, you know, we had like the Gammas and such, so it wasn't like a horrible thing. But they definitely can change active skills. They just like choose not to for some reason. Okay. I mean, they're doing decent damage for 55%, I feel, especially because I don't have their active up yet. So that's pretty nice. Am I crazy, or is like the coloring off? Like, why? Goku's gi, why is it? Am I crazy? Is this gi not like too like red? I've never noticed that. Because like I said, I haven't really used the character before. And I got them, relatively speaking, not too long ago. Okay, well, I'll just use the other hit, sort of active.
My time skip has advanced so much you can't keep up anymore.
And they should just be GGs, I would imagine. But I suppose we shall see. I mean, Cell's pretty good, so he should be able to wrap things up. And if not, I mean, Janemba. Although he doesn't do that much damage. It's definitely hitting Cell. I think, would have a chance of finishing here. I suppose also, like, I don't have hit like Link leveled yet, like I said towards the beginning. You know, I don't have equips on him. If I did, he'd definitely, obviously, be a little bit better too, so. Okay. We got 3. And then because I don't have, like, any equips, he's not going to get a 4th, obviously. 30.9. Can we get some crits, though? There we go. His crit isn't, okay, of course you dodge. Is it guaranteed? I thought is it guaranteed, or is it just a chance? I honestly forget, I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely thought we could have killed this turn, but Cell only wanted to do 2 supers and one of them got dodged, so unfortunate. Okay, we definitely kill here though. There's no way. Because this hit, I mean, we've got quite a bit of stacks, obviously, at this point. He should be able to tank anything. And then get the support. And we got this. Okay, so this is a turn 8 clear. God, the AGL only is probably going to take forever. I mean, I suppose... the team I do have set up for that, I haven't shown it yet, but... And I am sort of rocking, like, the double Gogeta, AGL Gogeta setup. So I suppose with the, like, the active skill, right, I mean, that we could definitely... That could definitely help. But... I mean, that's probably going to be, like, turn 10 plus or something. This is already so long, but, you know, it is what it is. I definitely, like, if they're going to be, like, you know, these 20-minute some odd missions, you know, 15, 20-minute missions, I feel like we could have, you know, especially because they're temporary. Like, I'm not even saying like 5 stones a piece. Like, I mean, it could have been like 2 stones a mission or something. One stone, they definitely could have, you know, opened up the checkbook a little bit more. Okay, well, there we go. That's another one done. Now it's time to do the fucking AGL only. We're so close. Where's it at? Here we go. Yeah, this is the team I built. I feel like this should do pretty good. I suppose we'll see, but I feel like this should be a pretty decent team here.
Let's do this.
And I figured, you know, get some more like play out of like Super Easy Kaioken Goku too. So. Okay. Well, that's nuts. We're definitely gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna get his 18 key off. That's kind of unfortunate. Should be fine though. Ah, that next rotation looks pretty rough. Both Gogetas and Vegito, huh? Interesting. I mean, that honestly, that's probably how we beat this though. Like once we're able to take advantage of the active skill. Like just having both Gogetas like active skill buffing like AGL Vegito. I mean, we could do a lot of damage with doing that. So I mean, that's probably I'll win, but I'm not entirely sure because he also is only on the 170 to be fair. So obviously he's not doing that much. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. It shouldn't be that hard, surely. Okay, just grab those. Grab those. And grab that. At the very least, you know, this is the last one, so... Yeah, there was like another... Yo! If there was like another mission, that'd be kind of rough. I mean, this is already like probably like an hour and a half or something. Which, you know, I'm not against doing longer videos at all, but... I don't know, it's definitely taking a bit longer than I thought it would. Like, quite significantly. I thought we'd be doing like, you know, at least 10-minute per run or something, not what it's turned into. I mean, the fight isn't that hard, that's the thing, I guess. That really, like... You know, like, we've gotten a couple of times at the start, but... It doesn't... Like, overall, it doesn't do that much damage. Especially once you've, you know, done the 15 hits. So it's just like, he's just really tanky. He's just like a sponge. He's more so like a training dummy. Like, you'll fight like a CPU in like a fighting game or something. You're trying to learn combos. That's the type of boss this guy is. So I feel like that's more so like the issue is if he was at least a little challenging, that could be pretty fun. But that's more or less just talking away while the characters just try to slaughter him. I mean, we did take a little damage this run, to be fair, but I don't know. He's not that tough. Alright, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I mean, we're on turn 3. He's a health bar and a half down. You know, we're getting Super Saiyan 4 Goku out here, so... By the end of this turn, like, I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of full power Frieza. By the end of this turn, we could be looking pretty good. And also, next turn should be Super Easy Kaioken Goku. Right, so... I mean, obviously we're going to heal from Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but we'll definitely have at least the first buff active, right? I think so. I don't know about the second one, but you know, you should be able to look pretty good for us next turn. Okay. Full power Frieza. Is not going to be able to. That's unfortunate. I suppose I'll do something like this. Okay, here. That way we can get the full key. That's good. Sucks that I can't get the 18 key off for full power Frieza this turn. But it is what it is. The good thing about Ed, obviously, is he is going to be doing a lot to Goku here. Well, maybe not. He does do the guaranteed crits and has the extra damage against him, but you know, we don't have like any of his real like links, right? We only have like fierce battle and legendary power here. We don't have, you know, like big bad bosses or anything, so I suppose he may not do that much, but he'll definitely be nice. And once we have like the active skill, he should do a lot there. Okay, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, 18.6. I mean, there are a lot of guaranteed crit characters we have on this team, so that should definitely help. Well, this still might take quite a bit. Honestly, though, I mean, we're a bit farther than I thought we would be for turn 3. Maybe this will go faster than the extreme one. We'll have to see. Because I would have figured that extreme one. I mean, we had a pretty good team there. And also, you know, there's the class advantage / disadvantage there. Super class for a super class, you know, you do less damage to each other. Both ways. But, you know, extreme class for a super class, you do more damage, but you also receive more damage. So, I mean, it works like that both ways. That's why I say class advantage, disadvantage, because you do have advantage offensively, but defensively you are weaker. Okay, is he actually going to get his buff? It's 77%, right? Yeah, and it's when attacking. No, he's actually not even going to get it, is he? Well, that's unfortunate. It is what it is, like, I guess. Not too much I could really do. Well, hopefully he's fine, though. Okay. Well, if the attack's there, we should be good. I was gonna say, that was getting pretty close. You want to dodge? But we obviously got it. Yeah, I mean, if he supers Blue Kaioken Goku, I'd be kind of concerned about that. If we don't have at least one of the defensive sort of abilities up. That is the weird thing with him. I feel like I wouldn't have an issue with how Blue Kaioken Goku, the tech one, is designed if... I feel like it... And maybe this is going to sound like crazy, but honestly, give him the exact same design he has, but make him the first real massive stacker in the game. Like, I know Super Buu, well, Buhan, you know, stacks massively in his domain. There's also Tech Bola, the Peppy Gal sort of GT character that has the Vegeta does the Gallic Gun. She has a massive stack. I don't think there's anyone else in the game who actually has massive stack. But what I mean by like real is obviously she's not like a. Maybe when she came out she was, or Easy Ada, I forget, but. At least for like modern Dokkan, we've never really had a real massive stacker. Now, if he was a massive stacker, and his whole playstyle is, yeah, I get turned to paper dust, right? But I also do that to the bosses. If that's his whole identity, that's unique. That's valuable. I personally don't really like sort of Glass Cannon playstyle. But there is real value to it. It's the issue is he's not, at least from what I've seen, I don't have him. I have no interest in pulling from based off his kit, but especially 55%. Like maybe if I was chasing copies, right? But he seems like a glass cannon minus the cannon part, and I don't know, like. Super easy Blue Kaioken Goku seems really good, but you also need to run like other HP loss characters, I think. is his issue, and you know the one that we just got, like he should have also maybe had some more variance with the HP stuff instead of just like above threshold gives you attack or defense. I forget which one it is, and then below threshold gives you the opposite. So I don't know. They definitely could have designed him a bit better, which would have obviously been better for Blue Kaioken Goku, the Super EZA, because if they all want to be like a low HP, I mean that'd be the perfect sort of team. But alas, I don't know that the Dokkan Fest was designed the best. So it is pretty funny though that you know you could use like his leader skill, you know, get like strength Kaioken Goku on there. They do that to Kaioken Goku's like non-stop. They hate Kaioken Goku, I swear. They all have like HP loss, which I get it. I get what they're going for, but at the same time, just don't, right?
I ain't no hero of justice or anything else like that. Anyone who tries to hurt my friends, it's gonna pay!
I will say that actually does make me pretty concerned, to be honest, for a Namek Kaioken Goku. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it is every year to be fair, but I mean, surely this has got to be the year where we get like new Namek LRs. Like, surely we don't go over 10 years without a Dokkan Fest final from Frieza from Namek. Surely. And I really do like the idea of these sort of Namek ROF worldwide download celebration. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Whether or not they'll actually do it, I don't know. Obviously, but I feel like that'd be pretty cool. And we do need actual like Kaioken Goku from Namek representation. I feel like all he's ever gotten has been like what, like a banner unit, maybe 2. So if we could see something for him, that'd be pretty cool. But I honestly don't know if I want to. If they're just gonna make every single Kaioken related Goku that comes out just like the Suicide Squad members, I don't know. I really don't like when characters have lose HP mechanics. I feel like it's kind of silly. Especially when, I mean, that is the thing with like Super Easy Blue Kaioken Goku, why I like it on him. Because he actually wants to be lower on HP. The other characters that do it, it's just like, they just do it for like no reason. Like they don't actually like really gain anything from it. They just kill themselves just because. Which is really fucking stupid. Okay. We should be able to finish this next turn, I think. I did obviously forego transforming into Gogeta, you know, this rotation last time, because I do want to sort of just do the double Gogeta. That should be a very good way to end this. And obviously I've already gotten the active in here, so you know, I should go pretty quick. I definitely want to see if we can't get a pretty good turn on a Super Vegito from it, but I'm not going to throw the run just to do it. I do want to make sure he actually has good enough defense first. So I feel like I will try to end with him, but I want to see exactly what he's going to be at defensively with the active skill buffs first. Because if we get to the, like, literally, like, we're going to kill this turn, and then I just, like, throw, that would be so rough. Okay, he's doing 25. And then we get dodged, of course. 26. Okay. And normal. Of course. Yeah, we got like 2.5 health bars. This is very easily the win here. Alright, so what do we start a turn here? 464. Because he's not on Tech Vegetos. We just go obviously, so he doesn't have, you know, the 220. But you know, he's still looking pretty good, even for being on the 170. I think we could take advantage of him. I think so. If this doesn't kill, I don't think it'll kill. He has a million. See, I don't know. Fuck it. Actually, I'm not gonna even risk it. I don't know exactly how much damage this guy does. It would have been nice to finish off with a Vegito, but the fact that there's the super before he even attacks, like if it was after he attacked, I'd be perfectly fine with doing it. But pre-super, yeah, I don't know about all that. 61 mil, okay. And that is what happens when you get the other Gogeta buff of them. Okay, well, there we go. That is the clear here, finally. This took forever. But, you know, obviously, we do have all the missions done now. I don't really ever try to aim for all the missions when they have these limited missions. Because usually it'll be like one Dragonstone mission, and then the rest of them will just give you like pink orbs, like the Link Skill Balls, whatever. This time around, they definitely tried to force my hand though, so... listen, I'm not gonna let stones go. But there we go. Let me just go over here real quick and collect the last of our missions. Do we have any other stones here? Does the sticker one give anything? No, okay. So we got the sticker, you know, the Link Skill Balls, and the 3 Dragon Stones. It took a while, but there we go. You know, we got our rewards. That is what matters. I'm going to end this here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.